I think you really, really, really enjoyed that Halloween thing.
I did. It's fantastic. And because Halloween has a bad name quite often, you forget that really it's just an innocent thing, an innocent event for kids to have fun.
And he ate all the chocolate things as well as his toast. So there you go. We've got no food left in the studio at all. Welcome back. Now, actually, talking about food, Cliff's going to be cooking up a secret gravy. There's everything in it, isn't there?
It is. It's not really a secret. I just bung everything in. I mean, but the main thing about my gravy is that I always make loads of onions. Like if you've got a lot of people, you make 4 huge onions. Today I've just done 2
Well,
onions.
I have tasted it. You may want to have pen and paper at the ready. I think it's very special, but there you go. No end to his talents, because apart from the gravy, also performing his latest chart single, and that's going to be live right at the end of the programme. Plus, we've got the latest complimentary health gadgets to hit the high street. Actually, so that you can pamper yourself at home and not cost you just so much. But first, talking of complementary health, a couple of weeks ago I stepped into the whole world of reflexology to find out what your feet say about your health. And I'll tell you exactly what they said about mine, but today we're finding out what they say about your personality. So will you welcome toe reader Imre Somogyi. Imre, welcome to the programme.
Hi. Thank you.
Now, when you're leaving school and somebody says to you, what are you going to be when you grow up? You don't exactly say, I'm going to be a toe reader.
No, I was a journalist in radio and television.
Wow.
Oh, really?
And I thought that this was not in balance, because when you select a news, it's something negative. I wanted to do something positive, so I went on and studied alternative medicine.
But why toes? I mean, why toe reading?
Well, we were stuck with the question, is there a relationship between 5 physical chakras, a yin and a yang, and 2 times 5 and 2 times 5 down there at your bases? And there was no answer. So my wife and I went out for the answer. We interviewed thousands of people while watching their toes, while asking, how are you, how do you behave, and under which circumstances do you react like this or that. And we got all the information and made a toe alphabet.
How long did it take you to, become a toe reader?
Some 15 years before we knew what we were doing.
Yeah, wow. I mean, obviously I've had reflexology done.
Yeah,
but it was not my toe.
No, that is dealing with health.
Yes.
And I'm not dealing with health, but with character, personality, and behavior.
Really?
Let's have a look, because we have a diagram here.
I was afraid you would say that.
Feet. so show us what exactly you're talking about there.
Well, every toe has its own property. So here we have a trust toe and a love toe and a creative toe. This is your feeling, and that's your rational part.
The right and the left. The right is rational.
Right is I think, and this is I feel.
Oh, okay.
But what are you looking at on the toes? Are you looking at
I'm looking at the
cords
shape
and calluses and
yes,
wrinkles and
also.
shapes?
But first of all, the shape and the position. The shape doesn't change so much. When you have long toes, you have long toes, unless you get the piano on it.
Do you feel like doing it? You can do it easier than me.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Are your feet clean?
Well, I showered before I came.
Okay.
You going to do it now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
I mean,
great.
I'd like to know what you could tell me about me, apart from the fact that my feet might be sweaty. Right foot?
Is there? Yeah, right foot. That's what you think.
Yeah.
This is you don't take no for an answer. This is your ambition toe. It's a bit longer.
Oh.
Than
actually, it's not
that toe. And
Oh.
You have fantasy, but you're grounded. You can switch. So when people can put up their toe,
Yes.
they are bound to have fantasy, daydreams, and they can take off.
do you?
But you have a flat toe.
Well, my whole career is a fantasy.
Yes, but you are very good grounded. It's a flat toe.
Oh, okay.
But you don't show everything, and you have gone through some emotions lately. Last year.
Oh, okay.
It's a bit bumpy there.
No. Why did you say that? Is that because he's got ridges
Yeah,
on his...
he's got deep ridges, and every ridge is an impact in your emotional field.
Oh, really?
So there have occurred 1 or 2 deep impacts there.
Oh, really? Does that change, though? I mean,
Yes, it comes off.
if there's
in a year.
nothing
This is your
happens to
history
you,
in a
you're
year.
smooth.
Yes.
So the only way to have smooth feet is to have no emotions touched.
And here, here it's broader
Yes.
than the tip. It means that you don't say everything which is inside. You don't come out with
that's
everything
true.
you think.
You were a journalist, so you know that we don't tell them everything.
You couldn't. But your ambition is big.
Well, we know that.
You live quite in the here and now, but you don't. You have an elephant memory. When people do good things to you or bad things, you keep that in mind.
What are you looking at there? What are
Well,
you
this
seeing that
toe
tells you that?
is not straight. It's bending back a bit towards
Yes.
the big toe, and that is, well, sometimes a lack of optimism. It's living partly in the past, but it's not too bad. There are people with toes that come all the way back. Your one is flexible, so either you can live in the past, you can live with the past, in the present, or in the future, because it moves. It's like your brain. It's a reflection of what you are, of your personality. This is your insecurity. It's a bit corn, so that's private. Corn is, I protect myself, I don't show that.
Is that not just shoes that rub too much?
No, shoes don't choose you. It's
No, but you know, but I want shoes that would create a corn. Come on.
They affect it, but then you are subject to fashion. You accept fashion.
Of course.
You accept, and when you are absolutely free, you don't accept any pressure wherever.
I'm dying to do this.
What's this, darling?
This little piggy went to market. This little piggy said it home. This little piggy had bread and butter.
Thank you, Imre.
Couldn't resist it.
Thank you.
Okay, let's have it. That was great, actually.
You're not too organized. You have many ideas at the same time.
Well, that's
Yes,
true
that's
as well.
true.
I do, yeah.
The one thing I will say about
fairly
you,
That's that
organised,
long time.
The other one I think was very
we try
true
to
there.
organize, but there's always jumping other ideas over and over.
I can't stop other people organising me. That's my problem. Which is
Yeah.
why I'm here today.
No. But the other thing I was going to say, you made a very valid point, because see, for all your success, I would regard you as a very grounded person, because you're quite ordinary, really, in real life. No, I mean that nicely.
No, I know.
No, but you're
I
ordinary,
really-
you know what I mean? You go about your business in an ordinary fashion.
I make gravy and things
I
like
make
that.
gravy. I know. Now listen, we've got a photographer thing coming up here. I don't know who it's of myself, so let's have a look at the photograph and see what you can tell
Oh,
by
can you
these
see?
feet.
That gap that says that when you get into the feelings of this lady, she's not going to respond.
Not going to
No,
respond.
it's like asking what you want to eat tonight, and you won't get an answer. But on the feeling
a
side.
cold
So
fish.
it's get the answer on Wednesday, but not
immediately.
It's
No.
not. So she needs some.
She needs to think things through
Things-
before she makes
well,
a
feel.
decision. Or feel.
This is the
Okay, this is
feeling.
feeling.
Yeah.
And she's quite quick in responding, in answering when she thinks. It's a very round tiptoe. That means a diplomat. Round is without any edges. When there is an angular tiptoe.
And who is
it's
this, by the way?
forthcoming.
Who is it? Ah, it's Kat Deely. Now, I genuinely didn't know who that was. That's interesting.
And also long ambition toe.
Long
Oh,
ambition.
really? Oh, maybe she
Yes.
could phone us and let us know if this was
Very
true.
interesting. Well, I must say it's fascinating.
It
isn't
is, it
You know?
is. And I take all these things relatively seriously because you just don't know anymore. There seems to be so many mysteries in life that are opening up every
But
now
we
and
have
then.
so many reflexes, like in iridology, like in foot reflexology. But this is a reflection of your personality.
Do you know we have to leave the subject at that point, Imre? Thank you very
Okay.
much for coming
It was
in.
a pleasure
Fascinating,
meeting
and
you.
I learned
Thank
a lot
you.
about
Thank
you
you so
there.
much.
I learned that your nails are clean even on your toes.
I never-
Anyway, we're going to be
cutting.
heading for the news right now, but still to come. Cliff has given us the green light to give away his secret gravy recipe, and there's not even a hint of mistletoe, but loads and loads and loads of wine. Plus, for all you millions of Cliff fans, yes, he'll be performing live, so we'll see you right after the break. See you then.